It is time for us to check sports this morning on Robert Hood Radio. And let's take a look at the football that was played yesterday. Actually, a couple of good games that turned out to be a lot of fun, as a matter of fact. Wake Forest initially started out with a 14-0 lead against Wisconsin, but Wisconsin in the end came out on top 42-28, and that was the Mayo Bowl. That's right, Mayo, like in mayonnaise. Yeah, the Mayo Bowl. Okay. All right. So that was that. And in the other game, which was the big game, the real big game, was the Florida Gators against Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl, and Oklahoma just destroyed them. It was not much of a game at all. As a matter of fact, they just 55-20, and it could have been a lot worse. But it wasn't. All right. But those were the two games that I watched yesterday. Of course, a big story coming up this weekend. If you are a fan of the Cowboys, the Giants, or the Redskins, who's going to go and play in the playoffs? Each one of them has a chance. The Giants, if they beat Dallas and Washington loses, the Giants go in. If Washington wins, they go in. If Dallas beats the Giants and Washington loses, the Cowboys go in. So that's the way it looks. And Troy Aikman has signed on saying he thinks the Cowboys are the best team in the division. Right now, I wouldn't argue with him. It doesn't mean that they're a good team, but right now I wouldn't argue with them. I always thought the Redskins were going to be the team that would go in. But it doesn't. We'll have to see what happens. The NFC East is such a terrible, terrible division that it's really hard to comprehend which team deserves to go, which team will earn its way to go, and more. But the big games come up, I do believe, on New Year's Day before the before we have the big final playoff for the championship of college football. I do believe I'm gonna pick Clemson to win the whole thing, but Notre Dame goes up against Alabama, and I forget who Clemson goes up against. But it should be those two games should be a lot of fun to watch as well. But that's not immediately on the horizon. All right. So other than that, I guess that'll do it for sports right now. You're on the Breakfast Club on Robert Hood Radio.